Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Eric and this is tool time. I do this every so often. I've got to get back into the routine of it. But any of the new gadgets that I add to the shop, I try to include in this time frame where I show you the different stuff that I found and where we're using it. So stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric, if you didn't already know it. And we're talking tools today. And with a shop, you never have enough tools. And there's always new ones coming out. So I thought we'd first start with something that we do a lot. And that's oil changes. I found this set. Look it upside down here. And inside the set, it's got the huge right down to the smaller ones. It's got the hand ones right down to the smaller ones if you want it with the smaller grippers. This is something new. This actually, as you take a 3/8 drive, this tightens onto the filter and you can pull the filter off that way. And you have it right down to the small ones. I've found these before separate by themselves, and I'll be honest with you, I give less for this kit than I did for a lot of the ones that we have in our arsenal of tools. But no, this is a nice set to have. Everything you need to do an oil change. And it comes with a nice carrying case. Alrighty. That is around 40 bucks on Temu. Free shipping. Alright, the next is Pittsburgh Steel Automotive. And this here is a bearing separator puller set. And most of you probably are already aware of the pullers where you can put them on flywheels. There's a lot of different applications. But what we run into a lot of times with the generator alternators that are on the older tractors, they're running a 5/8 inch belt or a 1/2 inch belt. And then usually the pulley that comes on the alternator is smaller. So if you go with the smaller belt on the alternator, it sits too deep in the grooves on the flywheel and the water pump on the tractors. So this kit here, you can slide right underneath and then start pulling on top. You've got the different threads, and you could actually pull that right up to it and just keep hitting it with a hammer on this end to break it free. The applications in the lawnmower, if you're strictly doing the lawnmower, you're probably not going to ever use this to speak of. But when we're talking our shop, we do everything from a chainsaw, weed eater, push mower, riding lawnmower, right up to the compacts and the older farm tractors. So this will come in handy. Actually, I have a job right now of where an 8N came with a generator on it and a 5/8 pulley, and it's 5/8 on the flywheel and on the water pump. So I want to stay with the 5/8. The alternator, the GM alternator, the one wire, comes with a 1/2 inch belt. That's the grip, the depth of the grooves on the pulley, which is too small for the 5/8, so it doesn't run right. So we're going to pop that 5/8 off with this. So let's move on to the next. Probably most of you know what this is. And this comes with 30 feet. So if you really want to get far away from it. But most of the applications that we're going to use it for are looking down into cylinders. That's a biggie. Because it's hard with the naked eye to try to look into the spark plug hole, even if you're using a flashlight, even a small one. Where this here, you just simply power it up and the light comes on, and these are waterproof. So you can submerge it in water. Actually, I could use this as a fish finder when I'm fishing. It's got long enough cord to go as deep as I want. But it comes really good quality viewing and stuff. And you can set it for different things. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, turn the light on, turn the light off. But this is a handy gadget. And if you go out on like Amazon, eBay, you're going to be spending some big bucks for this, or your local supply shop for tools. I think this one here, I gave 40 bucks for it on Temu, and we're going to get a lot of use out of it. This you'll use a lot, and the oil wrenches. It'll cover every spectrum of oil filters that you'll encounter. So on that note, put in the comments what you think. Where would you use one of these other than just in cylinder walls? What do you think about the variety that comes in this kit? I mean, I kind of doubted when I first bought it online what it would do, but I was pleasantly surprised of everything that came with the kit. I mean, right up to the big hydraulic filters that are on farm tractors. Are you going to ever use all of these? Probably not. But I'd rather have something here and not use it than be sitting around waiting for something so I can use it. So on that note, you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next tool time.